Use your shirt real quick. Looks very soft. I want to clean my glass off real quick, dude.
Oh, you're stretching out the sleeve, though.
You're stretching out the sleeve.
Come on, dude.
Oh, dude, you have like bugs all up in you.
Great. Now it feels weird. Now it doesn't fit right. It's humid out.
It sure is humid. Okay, turned it up. Straps?
Need straps. I think the wiggle.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, man, you're almost there. Let me get the real fat boy on here.
The whole wall is like
it falls in. Yeah.
Okay, hit it.
All right, let's get these corners stood here, Greg. We'll get them tied in.
Is that your first day?
Let me do the reach around.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let me win.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? We'll go lift it up and slant it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're twisted. Yeah, go up.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Set it.
One. Sure we're down all the way?
Yeah.
Level there.
Okay, this needs to go that way. Give me a solid hold, that guy. Right there. Now hold it in tight. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, here when you do that, you need to get a mark. Hold me on the center of my column, because that's the center of my door is 8 foot. But that does not look right. I'm not really able to do anything other than what their hole is, really. This is an 80-inch hole, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mark 40 inches. And I guess that's the center, eh? Here's a little trick. If you want to find the center of something, like I know it's about 40, so I just measure 40, come over here, measure 40, and then you have your center exactly between those lines. Pretty cool. Are you amazed?
Totally.
Dude. Mind blown? All right, here's my center. We're gonna kind of go backwards on this. So I'm only gonna go 39. Over here, mark 10 inches, dude. Yeah, that'll be the edge of our post, edge of our comp, so now we can kind of come back from there. Okay. Okay. Okay? We've now got all of our walls up and we're gonna go ahead and start putting the trusses up. As you can see, the sand is wreaking havoc on our machinery's ability to drive without getting stuck. So the scissor lifts, even though they're 4-wheel drive, they got big old tires, that wet sand is just packing into the lugs of the tire and then it becomes a slick, it can't do nothing. Thankfully, our client is an excavator and they've got those monster mats. Definitely gonna add some time and effort into the process, but hopefully with the telehandler being able to reach out over top of the wall, not having to drive in, we won't tear that up too bad, and we can hopefully just keep shifting the mats as we go. The worst part about it, honestly, is that we won't be able to work out of the scissor lift all the time, so we're gonna have to be diligent and safe, and definitely, you know, it's not the way I want to do it. It's not the way that I guess is the best way, the safest way. Don't go around climbing on purlins and trusses and everything unless you're somewhat qualified and know what you're doing. You got to be safe, you got to do it the right way, and you got to slow down. So this right here, it's not ideal at all, having to work up on the trusses. That's kind of the way we used to do it. Tried to be safe. That's why I've got that MRT 260, and that's what we really like to use so we can work out of the trusses. But man, logistically, it's just not in the cards right now on this job. So we're gonna be safe and we're gonna just keep chomping away at these trusses. Well, I really thought we might have had a chance to get those trusses up on the top of that main section. However, I know that we had a little bit of issues with the sand. Instead of just, you know, running around on our machinery, we had to move a lot of mats. All in all, though, it went pretty well. We got all but the one bay, so we'll do that tomorrow. We'll get this garage trussed out, and I'll be feeling really good about having the main, you know, the main meat and potatoes of the framing done, and we'll get right into tomorrow right now. Feels good to finally have the main roof trussed. Now we're down on this garage. We're getting the first bay of trusses up. We're gonna start running purlins, and man, I just love having a telehandler to set trusses. A lot of guys out there always ask why we don't use a crane. Personally, it's not because I think a telehandler is the best option, but it works really well for us because we're always going back and forth between tasks, and having a telehandler to set our trusses allows us the opportunity to do it when we want. And like today, it's kind of windy out. If you call in a crane, I don't know, maybe it's gonna get a little bit hairy, you don't wanna deal with it. We can do this under our control and our timeline and what we're comfortable with, versus feeling like we have to do it when you pay for a crane operator to sit here. So, I don't know, right or wrong, it just works really well for us to set trusses from a telehandler or the skid loader teleboom, which I would have loved to tried the teleskid from JCB with the teleboom, but the teleboom's sitting at my other job site and I'm not waiting around. We're putting trusses up. Okay, just kind of stay there, Zach. There we go. Gotta go shift it your way, Greg. Or it could just be out square, but. Hurry up, Zach. Okay, that's a dumb mistake. It's a dumb mistake on our part. That's my fault. We should have known better.
How's that? That goes out to a hot for you.
You're your mark? All we're going to do, Greg, is take a screw gun and we'll go from like there to there, keep it from racking, and maybe we just pick it up and see what happens.
Runner bar would be nice.
Something like that. Yeah, right there. You know what I like about these chains? Green ones? Yeah. They're a little bit smaller, which means you get less movement per chain.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them, and they're high vis.
Now go ahead, go up. Okay, I'll lift up and nail it. You crank her.
Okay, lift it up right there. Money.